Hey guys, it's Lexi. I am back with another Scentsy Club haul. So yes, it is once again massive, just about the same size probably as the last club. Maybe a little less, but still really needs to be worked on. I am going to keep this a little bit more brief than the last Scentsy Club haul that I did. And the reason is because most of the bars in this club were in that last video. So if you want to know like the scent notes and my thoughts on them more in depth, then I'll link that video below. But I'm going to go kind of like lightning round here. The first two columns or rows, I guess, whatever you want to call these are all of the repeats. And then I have two smaller ones of new to me scents. Okay, so jumping right in with some bakery scents. I have Graham Cracker Crunch. This is a favorite like peanut butter based scent. I have Crumb Top. I have yet to melt this one, and I only have 2 bars now. It's been in my club for 2 rounds. So I really want to know your thoughts on this in a comment down below if you've tried this. I need to melt this and determine whether it stays or leaves my club. Another one that I have to do the same thing with, this is Churro Churro. On cold, both of these bars smell really, really good. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with them, but those are the like bakery type based scents. I have a few fall type scents, I guess. And the first one, I also need to determine what to do with this. This is Painted Leaves. On cold, it smells really pretty. It's like a eucalyptus type scent, like a eucalyptus based type scent, which I've been really enjoying lately. I have one that will never leave my club. This is Halloween Town, which is like a really pretty like berry and tree note. I think it's cranberry and tree, right? Another one that has been in my Scentsy club for as long as I've had it for now. This is Apple S'mores, which does not smell like s'mores, but smells like apples and trees. I have Toasted Acorn and Oak. I really enjoy Scentsy's oak scent, whatever oil they use for that, I really enjoy. This one is Bright Cider Life. I believe they took this out of the catalog this year, which is just like a huge mistake, I think, on their part, but it's such a great cider scent, and it is incredibly strong, like performance-wise in my house. This one here is Caramel Chestnut, and this one I think is the second bar now that I have of this, but either way, I also need to melt this and determine. It smells really, really nice. I'm going to have to go through and like separate the ones that I'm like, figure this out, Alexis, because I can't keep all these. These bars are like starting to overwhelm me. So you guys maybe know how that is. I have a few like winter-based scents here. This one really could go either way, winter or fall, but this is Woodland Suede. This is one that I had in my club the previous time. Still haven't gotten around to melting it, but oh my goodness, this might be a new favorite for me. I just need to, once again, melt it and determine. Icicles and Evergreen. This one I'm excited to have for the upcoming winter months. Oh, it smells so sweet and like slightly masculine, but very, very nice. This one is Disney Season of Magic. This one I melted like a sample of last winter and really enjoyed it, so cannot wait to have a whole bar of that. And then this one is Joy and Wonder, which is just so freaking good. I love it. So those are the staple winter scents that I have in my club. And now on to some I don't know, kind of like general, could be more geared towards like spring and summer type scents. We have Flower Shop. This one smells literally like green stems of a flower. World Traveler. This one is incredible. This was a part of a Bring Back My Bar, and I don't think maybe a couple of the other ones have stayed from that Bring Back My Bar round, but this one I will not take out of my club. It is like blackberries and some other, is there bergamot in there? It's like a really delicious, like also slightly like masculine leaning type blackberry scent. It's really good. This one is Clementine Blossom. This is one of the only florals that I really felt like was a standout to me on cold from the last Scentsy Club order that I did. So I want to see if once that one is warmed up, if I like it as much as I do on cold on warm. Mulberry Bush, you guys know, I'm obsessed with this, and I was so happy to see that when I posted that club. There are so many other mulberry bush fans out there that I had no idea. So I'm really happy that there are some people also that appreciate the scent, because man, it is so good, you guys. I love it. This one is Strawberry Swirl. This is like a strawberry milkshake type scent. We've got Melon and Apple Granita, and this is one I picked up, and like comparison wise, it really reminds me of a scent that I have, Apple Teeny Splash. So when the catalog shifted this last time, I did end up putting the Apple Teeny Splash in my club as well. So you'll see that as part of the newer edition bars to my club, but that is one that I've tried before that I really love, and this is kind of similar to that, to my nose. And then also the OG for me and the whole rest of the world and Scentsy lovers, this is Sweet Plum Pastry. It is a delicious plum, juicy plum scent. This one is Ghostly Greetings. I did share my giant backup collection of this on my like wax collection and storage video here. I am obsessed with the scent, and very, very similarly to the Halloween Town bar. These are like two scents that really like put me in the Halloween mood. So neither of these will ever leave my Scentsy club. They're both favorites, but this one was available, so I stuck it back in. I don't think I had this in my last Scentsy club video. If I did, then I don't know. I'm losing my mind. This is one of the only ones from the catalog, once it flipped, is the one that I was like, I need to make sure I put that in there just in case it doesn't come back. Apple Teeny Splash. It is so, so good. And also, this is one that I got in a Scentsy whiff box. It's just like something I obviously didn't purchase myself. It was just like a random thing that was sent to me. Based on cold sniff, I remember really not liking this, but man, it's so good warmed up. It's delicious. So happy to have that. Okay, and now moving on to a few things that were part of the more, I think most previous Bring Back My bar, I believe, maybe. I also think that they released some of the things that are going to be in the upcoming one, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyway, this is Happy Birthday, which a lot of people in the like Scentsy community really love. And it does smell like birthday cake. It really, really does. But I will say, this is pretty darn light to me. Like, I can smell it, but it's pretty darn light. A little stronger on the bottom. And I would say, if anything, this reminds me, I used to work at a gas station serving ice cream. I was like the ice cream girl at the window. And this, to me, smells more like the rainbow sprinkle drawer that we had instead of cake. It smells more like rainbow sprinkles. I don't know. Like sweet sugary candy type scent. It's interesting, but I definitely will need to determine like how the performance is on that one, whether it stays or leaves, just because if you melt vendor wax and Scentsy, then I feel like your horizons for bakery scents are much more like open. Like you have a lot more opportunity and choices and stuff out there with vendor wax than you do if you purely only melt Scentsy, because Scentsy doesn't offer a ton of bakery scents. Like, it's pretty rare. And I feel like if I'm comparing this to like a birthday cake scent from like a vendor wax company, then this is definitely going to be something that, just based on cold, I don't think is going to like wow me as much. So we will see. I could be totally wrong on that. So, and I hope that I am, because that would be awesome if it was great. But we'll see. I've got Vanilla Suede, and this one had some interesting notes, which I'm not remembering now off the top of my head, but I feel like there's something in the notes of this that I was like, oh, I think I'd probably enjoy that. Oh, I just broke it. Uh-oh. Yes, it is definitely a masculine leaning. I mean, it's got like kind of that same suede note that was in the, what is it? The Woodland scent that I had from, Woodland Suede. Kind of a similar vibe, and I really enjoy that Woodland Suede scent. So, yeah, I'm sure that, man, I really busted this one. I'm sure that I'll probably enjoy this one on warm. Will I like it as much as a Woodland Suede? I don't know, because I feel like on cold, I like the Woodland Suede more than this. There's also a bit more of like a sharpness to this scent than the Woodland Suede. So you would think this would be like sweeter because it says vanilla, but I don't know. There's something much more like sweet about this one. So I think if I had to like pick or choose, I would pick the Woodland Suede just based on cold snap, but both very nice. I have Saddle Up, and this one, there's like a collection coming out that's a lot of the leather-based scents. I think, yeah, based on one of the Scentsy bars that's out there right now, like maybe something leather, which I haven't tried that one from Scentsy, but anyway, this has leather in it, and I really like the leather kind of note from Scentsy. I feel like it's good. I feel like I might want to try some of the scents from that collection. This is definitely like a very like a rugged masculine scent. There is like a little bit more of like a sweetness to this. It's not just like pure leather. There's like something else going on that adds like a nice sweetness to it, but it's like a soft leather jacket, you know, with fringe on it. That's what it smells like to me. Or like worn in leather gloves, kind of smells like that, but like on a nicely dressed man, you know? I don't know. This one here is Hemingway, which I like that little apples on the label of this one. I think it's just really cute. Hemingway also had some interesting notes that I feel like drew me in. Was there a cedar wood, or there's definitely apple in it, but I feel like there must have been like a tree note, and I really love apple and tree together, and I really enjoy this. Is there also like patchouli? Maybe there's patchouli in this. I mean, I can't remember off the top of my head, but this is like very like earthy, appley, yeah, just very, it's like apples and tree kind of a scent for me. I really like that. Probably this one, if I had to guess, this one will probably stick around just so I can kind of like get a few more bars and then determine if it will stay ultimately or leave. And then I have a ton, and I mean like a ton of these like kind of more outdoorsy, fresh, clean type scents. So let's go through these quickly. This one is Soaking Rays or Soak and Rays. I have never tried this one. This was part of the catalog, I believe. And I just wanted to take a gamble after I watched somebody's, I don't remember who it was now. I watched somebody's video and they mentioned that this smelled like a sunscreen scent or like a suntan scent. So I was like, yeah, I love those kind of things. So like Suntan from Bath & Body Works is one of my favorite summertime Bath & Body Works candles. But I don't burn, obviously I haven't been burning as many candles because of my cat. So instead I've been doing the wax melts. And I was like, oh, if this is kind of similar to Suntan, that would be great. Because then I could just grab this and put it in my club. And it does. It does smell like Suntan a little. But there's something slightly sharper about this. And I don't know if there's any like citrus note in here. But I feel like I almost get like a zestiness from like a citrus note. I really have no idea. It's like you can smell like the floral scent, which is like kind of gives you that sunscreen vibe. But there's also something like a little citrusy. So I'm not sure. I feel like if I had to pick or choose based on like my memory from like the Suntan scent and then this, I'd probably do the Suntan instead. But need to try it and know, you know, how the performance is, and maybe it would change warmed up. So I'll have to try that one out. This one is Peace Lily Be With You. This was another one that was from the catalog, I believe, I think it was a newer one from the catalog this past spring, summer. And I've heard a lot of people talk about enjoying this one. And I really enjoy florals in like the spring months. So I was like, oh, this would be nice just to stick in my like floral drawer for next spring if it doesn't come back. And this reminds me so much of a Suave shampoo that my mom used growing up. I don't remember exactly what kind. Maybe I could ask her. I like have her smell it and be like, what Suave shampoo is this, Mom? But it smells just like a Suave shampoo. So that's what this one reminds me of. Reminds me of my mom. So that's great. This one is White Sands, and this one had jasmine in it, which is why I was like, oh yeah, I need to try that because I love me some jasmine. And this one is incredible. It's like warm and like a little beachy, but it's like sweet, clean, warm, like sun-kissed skin with like maybe like a vanilla, like a kind of like a florally vanilla, like a jasmine vanilla lotion that's been like on sun-kissed skin. That doesn't make any sense, but it's so, so good. Yeah, this is one that, based on cold sniff, definitely I'm keeping in the club. Probably, unless it's like a terrible performer, then you guys know, but that one is so good. Got Desert Rock and Citron, and I want to say this was like part of a collection. I don't remember exactly what collection it was, but it sounded intriguing, and I was like, let me give that one a shot. I really like the color of this. And this one is interesting. I feel like, so I definitely smell like a citrus, like a lemon. But then there's something else very interesting about it. And I know it says Desert Rock. And like, what does a rock smell like? You know, that's such like an odd thing. There's something about this that kind of reminds me of the cologne scent they used to have in Hollister. Way back in like, whenever I used to go to house, 2008, 2008, to, I don't know, 2012. I don't know. Probably even before that, 2006 Hollister. There's like a dry earthiness to this scent. I don't know. Maybe I'm cuckoo bananas, but that one smells like the Hollister cologne from back in the day with a little bit of like a dusty, earthy quality. I don't know. And then both of these have lake in the name. I don't remember. I think both of these maybe were catalog scents, or maybe one of them is like a collection and one was a catalog. I think Lake My Day was in the catalog this year, and High Mountain Lake might have been in like the same collection as this last one, the Desert Citron. I can't remember. But let me smell the High Mountain Lake first. I really like the colors of all of these ones in this group, like the blues. The blues are my favorite colors for like the Scentsy bars. I don't know why. And this one is really nice. This one is got like definitely like an aquatic kind of note to it. And I feel like there's got to be like a moss or something. It's like a green aquaticness with probably some, there's got to be like a bergamot in here. It's got trees on the label, which makes me think that there should be like a tree note, but I don't really pick up a tree note. It's like a sweet aquatic scent with like maybe like a little citrusy, like maybe like a bergamot possibly, because it's like a brighter, sweeter, happier scent. So that one's nice, but it's also a little bit light on cold sniff. So we'll see how that one is performance-wise. This one is Lake My Day. I love the little like canoes on the label with the little paddles. Very Adirondack-y looking. So love that. Love the color again. And this one, try to squeeze it. This one is a lot stronger for just cold sniff than the last one. And this one's definitely got much more of a sharper citrus scent, a little less smooth and sweet. Like the last one is smoother and sweeter. This one is sharper and more citrusy. Yeah, sweeter, still a little citrusy smelling. Yeah, I think I prefer the High Mountain Lake, but the like cold sniff, it's lighter smelling. Like I feel like this would be a lighter performer. And this one smells like it'll be a stronger performer. But it's got a little bit more of a sharpness that I don't love. Very, very bright. Very, very like bright smelling. They're both very bright smelling scents, but sweeter, sharper, a little bit more like masculine leaning, but still both of them are kind of in that genre. And then we have Woodland Meadow, and this one has got like the prettiest label I've ever seen ever from Scentsy. So it's got like little mushrooms on it and little flowers and like little tree stumps and leaves and like the little like things that you like, the dandelions that you like blow and make a wish, those little things. So pretty, you guys. And I like the sage green color. And this one is like, I'm like, oh, they're all citrusy. But I feel like that is kind of like Scentsy's go-to for like summertime scents or anything with like water in the name. I feel like they always throw in a citrus. At least it smells like that to my nose. And then this one to my nose smells like there is a citrus in it, but it's sweeter. It almost smells like a sugary citrus. It's very fresh, very clean smelling. I feel like there maybe is a sage note in here. And there also might be a floral in here. It smells like a sweetened citrus, like a sugared citrus with like a floral. What flower it is, I don't know. And there is like a bit more of like a and I don't want to say creamy because it's not creamy, but like there's something that's making this even sweeter. So it's like a sugar, but maybe it's like a, I don't know. Is there a vanilla in here? I don't know. I like this one. This one is really nice. I feel like out of all of these, my preferences are High Mountain Lake and Woodland Meadow. I definitely expected this to be much more grassy smelling. There's another scent from Scentsy that's I got like a while ago, and I feel like there was like meadow or grass or something in the name of it, and that one like smelled like straight up grass. I was like, wow, how did they do that? This one is Harbor's Edge. This one I picked up because somebody said that it was comparable to the World Traveler scent, so I was like, oh yeah, let me give that one a go. I don't remember who said that now. But there's a salty sea air note or like a seaside air note in here that I was definitely a little nervous about. And I definitely can pick that up. There is like a quality about this that almost like makes my mouth water in a very weird way. But I feel like those salty sea air notes do. And then sometimes I feel like they can also slightly turn my stomach. So I don't love that. But I get the blackberry and I get there's like a floral I think in here somewhere. And it's definitely like a sweeter, more like, I feel like the person I watched also kind of said that this is like the feminine version of that scent, and I absolutely can see that. That makes perfect sense to me. Do I prefer the more masculine one or World Traveler or whatever? Anything can be anything, it doesn't matter. But I think I prefer the World Traveler to this. This one, I don't know. I'll have to just melt it and see, but it's like, I don't know. There's something about it that I keep smelling it, so I can't hate it, right? But I feel like there's something that I really love about World Traveler, that kind of like the way that the blackberry mingles with the other scent notes in that one. Similar, I get it, but I'll definitely have to melt this one and see how I feel about it on warm. Because on cold, I like it, but it's not like, I'm like, whoa, this is so good, knocks me out of the park kind of thing. And then finally, this is Plum and White Woods. And then this one is funny because I'm currently using like a plum body wash in my shower right now. And this definitely reminds me of that. Or kind of reminds me of the Vendor Wax Fragrance Oil Cashmere Plum. It is a very sweet, but almost like fruit leaning on the more body care, like floral side of plum, which I know that doesn't make sense, but like it smells a little bit like less juicy, like sweet plum pastry, and more of like body care floral. And I do get like a hint of like the woodsiness. Either way, very, very pretty. I will take plum happily any form that I can get it in, body care, fruity, bakery, any way I can get plum, I will take it. I love plum. So I feel like once I melt this one, I'll probably have this in my club for a couple more rounds to grab a few more bars. A few of these are like automatic no's. I'm just gonna like take them out, but this one I think I'll keep around for at least a few more times. Really, really enjoy it. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see what happens with this giant club, because you guys know I can't keep doing this. Can't keep doing this. This needs to be narrowed down quickly. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch that. I know it was a little bit like brief and kind of like blew through the first few there, but I still appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this, and I hope you're all doing well. If you guys have any like thoughts on any of these bars, or like, yes, I melted that and it's not very strong, or I've melted this and it helps to melt it with something else, please let me know. I really appreciate all of that help, because sometimes I can't make decisions on my own. Let's just be real about it. So I always appreciate your thoughts. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye, guys.